Good morning, church. I want to encourage you today there's many ways to have a testimony for the Lord. Obviously, we love to share with our church how to have an elevator testimony. If you don't know what that is, reach out to me and we'll help you. We love doing that. There's just an opportunity to tell people something good God's done for you. But every once in a while, even in a difficult situation, you can have a testimony. I want you to think about setting a goal in your life to glorify God rather than accept defeat, rather than accept those who would slander or even curse God or Christ. And in 1 Samuel 17, it's the story of David, little David the shepherd boy facing Goliath, the mighty warrior. 1 Samuel 17:26, David asked this question to these soldiers. By the way, it's soldiers that have been 40 days paralyzed by the power or the threat of one giant. 40 days. The whole army is completely paralyzed. They will not go down on the hill. They will not fight this guy. David says to them, "Who is this uncircumcised Philistine that he should taunt the armies of the living God?" And then in 17:31, 1 Samuel, David says, "Let no man's heart fail on account of him," Goliath. "Your servant will go and fight with this Philistine." David was willing to fight a 9-foot seasoned soldier. He's just a young shepherd boy. Rather than let God and his people be insulted or slandered. David doesn't accept defeat as an option in this case. It's not like it's okay for Goliath to keep saying swear words about God and about God's people. He was defending the honor of God. You might say, well, God can defend his own honor. I've heard people say that to me at times. Well, God can defend his own honor. Of course he can, and mightily, by the way. But he also asked us as his family to do that. If somebody was using my wife's name as a swear word every time we were working together and they hurt themselves or something weird happened, I would tell that guy, please don't do that. David's saying, hey, to the army, he's saying, hey guys, come on, seriously, you can't let this giant goober insult our God, the one who is our creator, the one who we trust in. Sometimes we as followers of Christ seem to be embarrassed for standing up for God's name, and I think that's a shame. I really do. I think when someone around you is using swear words and insulting God or Christ, it's okay at minimal to make an objection to that person without offending them. You can use your voice to stand up for God and acknowledge him as important and supreme in your life. You should say it politely. You don't even have to insist. It's their choice as to whether or not they want to keep doing it, but you can at least inform them that it is offensive to you. You can, when you get the chance, you just tell them. An older mentor friend of mine that I call Doc, some of you'll know who that is, told me when someone's using God or Jesus' name in vain with him, to simply tell the person, if they're saying swear words about God or Jesus, hey buddy, you shouldn't talk about somebody you don't know. And that's a really good way to interject into their, I know who you're talking about, they're my friend, and you don't know them. You really shouldn't talk about them if you don't know who they are. If you knew him, you'd never use his name to swear. Sometimes I just tell a person that I'm really close to Jesus or God, and you keep demeaning his name when you say his name like that. So there's a lot of ways to lovingly tell a person, I'm going to stand up for God today, when they're using his name in vain. So I want to encourage you guys to just be bold sometimes in your witness and stand up for the honor of God. In our culture where God gets demeaned a lot, we need to stand up for him. So love you guys a lot. See you back soon.